Contest between these two squads over the years. I expect another hard-hitting battle here tonight to end day one of 2015 Spring Roll, hosted by the Fort Wayne Derby Girls.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this matchup. I think we're going to have a good one here.
And the skaters are lining up here, 30 minutes on the clock, and it is underway in just a few seconds. It has been an exciting day already here for Derby fans at home and locally. And for Magic City, it will be Stephen Keedy taking the jam line.
And he's going up against 1-8 stand for Race City.
Whistles are blown, and they are ready to go with a 5-second count on the clock. We thank you so much for watching at home and watching here live in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Jam is underway. Both jammers attack the jam line, fighting their way forward. First penalty of the game has already been awarded, and we have our first lead jam of the game, and it goes to 1-8 stand.
He's barely got control, though, because right on his heels is Keedy. Keeping that pressure on, he decides to call it off. So this first jam in this last matchup is going to be a wash.
0-0 on that one. Good call off there. No chance, no reason to push the issue on that one early on. There's plenty of time for that later, Mellow Joe.
Right. No sense in duking it out on.
Save your energy.
Good chance you could end up getting knocked down and even allow points and not pick up any. So
that's right. Second jam underway here. That is Kendall Smash out there for Magic City.
And we got Tonka Truck for Race City. He's got some brand new Bont skates, trying them out for the first time tonight. Got some brand new wheels as well.
Kendall Smash goes to the inside, gets knocked down. Got knocked on the outside of turn one, got knocked on the inside of turn one. And he will get called for the track cut. So this is a power jam here for Race City. First power jam in the contest for both squads. Tonka Truck, though, being held back by Magic City's wall right now. Two men back there really doing a number on top of the jamming of Tonka Truck.
Pretty well known for his agility.
Yeah, Tonka Truck's a speedy little guy. Does a spin maneuver. Lead jam, Race City, and the local fans here are fired up early on as this power jam is officially underway for Race City.
That was a nice move there. Looking to repeat that success on the inside. Gets knocked down, though, on the back straightaway. Going to call this one off.
3 points on that one, so we break the scoreless tie of 0-0. Magic City's been living that last-second hit there, has been knocking the jammers out just enough to hold on. And that last-second hit saved them a couple extra points on that jam. This will be a power start here for Race City as the jam was called off in time. Jammer from Magic City still stands in the box.
So Race City, our first one's on the board in this matchup.
Doc Flatliner for his first jam of the contest for Race City. Power jam comes to an end as Magic City's Kendall Smash gets in. Lead jam, though, goes to Race City. Kendall Smash attempts to do a star pass, but he just faked the star pass. And they're going to call a track cut once again on Kendall Smash. Another power jam here for Race City, already up 3-0 early on. And Doc Flatliner will finish that Grand Slam pass 5 in the sky for Race City Rebels.
Race City off to a pretty good start. Finds a path on the outside and picks up a Grand Slam.
Doing it with no blockers out there, Mellow Joe. Only one skater for Race City on there defending for him, but Doc Flatliner cares not. He does get edged out by Magic City, and he will call the jam off again. 2 additional points on that one. So now a 15-0 start for the home squad, as it were, the local favorites, Mellow Joe.
Right, they're from Indianapolis, just down the road.
Just down the ways a piece, as they say. 26 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. Another power start here. This is Kendall Smash's third jam in a row, essentially, because he's been taken out due to the power jams. Magic City is looking for this jam to end cleanly. Race City will send out Shaggy for his first jam of the contest.
Shaggy getting recycled way back.
All the way back to Indianapolis. Everybody's going backwards. Wrong way derby.
Yeah, you're not looking at someone hitting the rewind button by accident. That just happened.
Lead jam there goes to Kendall Smash. So Kendall Smash comes out of the box and gets lead jam. The problem is Race City continues to lose blockers to penalties.
They are racking up these penalties pretty early on in this one.
And a track cut's going to be called against Shaggy. So this is a power jam for Kendall Smash. So Kendall Smash with some redemption here. As he gets 5 in the sky and is content to call a jam off. And why not? He has been tired of carrying that star now.
So they'll start this one off with some fresh skates in a power jam for Magic City. Could be an opportunity to put some points on the board and break that goose egg. Put some more points on the board.
It is 2 blockers per side on this one, as both teams have skaters in the box. 10-point advantage for Race City. Just under 25 minutes left to go here in the first half. And taking the jam line is Michael Bratz for Magic City, and he easily gets lead jam there in turn 2.
So, this has been a pretty aggressive matchup so far,
Yeah.
and if we see penalties at this pace, I think we're going to see some foul outs by the end of this one.
Well, we've seen some of the men's teams today bring short benches. Luckily for both these teams, they have a full complement of skaters out there. This could be a big solid hit there.
Tries to thread the needle on the outside, has to avoid the track cut. Getting pushed way back.
Race City's Zechner doing a good job there as the pivot for his squad stops this power jam. A back block called on Shaggy. So a 5-point jam there for Magic City will bring this one within 5, under 24 minutes left to go in the first half. But another power start for Magic City. It has been a game already of power jams for both teams. Magic City sends their pivot out there. Race City down 1 blocker. Magic City all 4 blockers on the track.
Both of these teams have been very effective at taking advantage of the power jams when presented with the opportunity.
And that's Stephen Keedy with lead jam for Magic City. A chance to tie this one up and try to take the lead. That would be the first lead of the contest for Magic City. Inside move. Oh, it's open. Wide open there, Mellow Joe, and he goes right through easily for 5 points.
Could have drove a Mack truck through that one.
I couldn't have scored. Let's not kid, Mellow Joe. I couldn't have scored on that one. Tied up 15 apiece here. This jam with a minute and a half to go. A lot of time. Shaggy back out on the track. Stephen Keedy on his second scoring pass and dives through. 5 more points on the board, and Magic City takes the lead. First lead of the contest for the squad from Florida.
Certainly met a lot more resistance in that last pass. Both jammers on their scoring run.
Shaggy does get out of the pack. Another scoring run. Third scoring pass here for Stephen Keedy. 4 points on the board, a 14-point jam. He touches his hip, content to call it off as Magic City has stormed back with a 24-0 run over the last several jams to take a 9-point lead.
Magic City's doing what they need to do here.
Persephone's Treasures, one of the great sponsors here of Spring Roll 2015. Get your official 2015 Spring Roll shirt at Persephone's Treasures. They have custom apparel and vinyl decals. They can customize your derby shorts, uniforms, and scrimmage tees right here, right now. Are you going to get a scrimmage tee?
I've already got one.
Oh, all right. Well done. Back to action here as Token takes the jam line for Magic City. And he gets lead jam. Token, obviously a fan of South Park. One Nate Stan gets out of the pack. He is about a half track behind, though. And the pack is just blown open wide. Inside maneuver attempted by Token was denied. 2 points on the board, though, as Magic City will extend their lead.
I think we got, yes, we do. Race City calling a team timeout here.
Not a bad timeout on the track. They have surrendered 26 consecutive points. So they will do that. One of our great sponsors here, Vital Skates. Vital Skates. We know Derby because we do Derby. Vital Skates, where data and experience meet. It's so necessary. It's vital.
Hey, make sure you go get one of your raffle tickets today Fort Wayne is selling raffle tickets for swag baskets for $1 per ticket, $5 for an arm length. Drawing is going to be held at the end of Game 30. That's when Fort Wayne plays Kansas City on Track 1 at 4:30 on Sunday.
And speaking of Track 1, Kansas City is playing there right now, actually, and we are, looks like, at the halftime. And they are up now 82 over the Chicago Outfits 67. So we have dueling tracks today, Mellow Joe. It's not just us.
No, there's so much action we couldn't pack it into one track.
No, we could not.
2 tracks, twice the action.
Twice the action.
Twice the hard hits.
Hopefully the fans at home that are watching online have switched over to check this action out. If you're just joining us, Race City jumped out to a 15-0 lead on the back of some power jams and some strong blocking. Penalties became a bit of a problem, and Magic City went on the power jam and did their own damage, going 26-0. And here we sit early on with 21-22 left to go in the first half.
I think this may become one of those games where every penalty counts, every penalty matters, because every time
I agree.
Every time they either team has given up an advantage, their opponent has seized on it.
Well, Race City definitely needs to keep a complement of blockers out there. When they lost those blockers, they really lost their ability to take control of the packs. And right now we have a continued official review. If we get any word on what happened during the review, we'd be happy to share that with you, the folks here in Fort Wayne as well as online. Hopefully the folks in Florida are staying up late tonight, watching their squad take the track. Both these teams within striking distance of the number 8 seed in the MRDA. That is the sort of last way to get into the tournament, is to be the number 8 team to make it.
And for the Florida fans that are here watching in-house tonight, they're staying at the Holiday Inn, the official Spring Roll Hotel.
Excellent. So the review continues.
I think we're about to get word with what was going on, but in the meantime, we'd like to let you know that the WFTDA's playoffs are coming up, and you can check that out at WFTDA.com. July 15th, the teams and brackets will be announced.
Hopefully the skaters of both teams can hear us right now, because we will be awarding MVPs afterwards. Mello Joe, you and I will be awarding MVP bandanas afterwards.
That's right. There's a lot of games still to be played. It's anybody's bandana at this point.
Yes. Do we have word on what took place?
Well, on that official review there, Race City was saying that a misconduct should have been assessed to the Magic City Jammer on that last rotation, and the official said that no, their official call will stand, so there is no misconduct call.
That mysterious voice was none other than Muckety Muck. Wandered in off the street this weekend. I'm not sure how he got here, but Muckety Muck has arrived and is announcing Derby with us.
Jungle, your assistance is needed at the medical booth, please. Jungle, if you can hear this, you are needed at the medical booth. Thank you.
So we are back to action here as Kendall Smash takes the jam line against Tomka Truck, and lead jam gets award to Tomka Truck, but he is sitting down in the center of the track. That's not a good place to be if you're lead jammer, and he has to call the jam off. One of the fastest jams in the history of Derby on that one.
Wow, if you blinked, you missed it.
Yeah. I'd just go ahead and send Tomka Truck right back out there. And that's exactly what Race City will do. They will send Tomka Truck out there for another jam because that one was so fast. Right now there are 2 blockers sitting in the penalty box for Magic City. Only 1 for Race City, as Michael Bratz will be jamming here for Magic City. Only 1 to beat Michael Bratz, but he gets caught back up, and it's going to be a power jam here as Tomka Truck will sit down. It's like he was doing something naughty there, and this will be a power jam for Magic City, and that's how they've gotten so many of these points. Have gone on this 26-point onslaught early on.
You have to wonder how much the mental aspect of the game is going to come into this one. That focus and not letting the other guys get under your skin is going to be a major part of this one, I think.
5 points on that pass for Magic City. They will extend their lead now 31-15. So the scoring run continues for the Misfits of Magic City. Michael Bratz will fight his way forward, and he will do so illegally as he is called for legal use of the forearms. So this is now a power jam swap Michael Bratz sits down. Tom Tkachuk is released prior to the penalty. So this should be a full 30-second penalty for Michael Bratz of Magic City. Goodness. Tom Tkachuk finishes his first pass, so no points on that one. He's back around quickly and gets met with fierce resistance by the Magic City.
And he's getting recycled to the back to avoid that track cut. Going to try and work his way through again. Look at that agility.
Yeah, Tom Tkachuk could not stay on his quads, and he will sit down for a trip to the box for the track cut. So the power jam goes away from Race City and back to Magic City. 5 on the board there. Mellow Joe, you're like a savant. You called it. These penalties are so important. My God, it's been just the entire story so far early on.
Yeah, and we've still got a lot of game to play too.
Exactly. Michael Bratz around quickly. Jam finally ends, and a hectic one it was. The good news for Race City fans is Tom Tkachuk did pick up 3 points. So that ends the 41-0 run. Now a 41-3 run in favor of Magic City, down to 18 and some change to go in the first half on this one. Race City has had flashes of brilliance early on, but they have gone on such a penalty binge for the last 10 minutes that it has been difficult for them to keep their skaters out on the track. Kendall Smash out there for Magic City. Lone jammer on the track, and he will get a lead jam for Magic City.
Yeah, no, Pat, got to let him go.
Tom Tkachuk still out there for Race City. Tries to go outside, goes pushed back to the middle, goes back outside once again, gets back, sent out by Magic City. And it's going to be the Devil of Derby, a track cut called on Kendall Smash.
So this could be a scoring opportunity here for the Race City Rebels.
Race City was in this position in the last jam and could not capitalize. Tom Tkachuk still on his first pass. Great work there by the pivot for Magic City. That is Jeremy Strecker, a long-time skater for Magic City. And he is just taking care of business against Tom Tkachuk on this jam and destroying this penalty single-handedly.
Yeah, we're looking at a defensive clinic right now that hosted by Magic City. Not too many teams have we seen that can shut down Tom Tkachuk like is occurring in this jam right now.
It was quad and dirty there with that monster shot and that last pass. Race City with a full complement of blockers tries to offer a little bit of offense for Tom Tkachuk, and he finally gets out. Jeremy Strecker will take a seat in the penalty box for Magic City.
So Tom Tkachuk now on a scoring run. Can he pick up some points here?
Tom Tkachuk trying to get any points out of this one, Mellow Joe. And looks like 4 points on the board there for Kendall Smash and Magic City. 3 more points on the board for Race City, but another just hectic jam there for these two teams as they are going to war in the trenches, my friend.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of work for just 3 points. Took
yes, it is.
2 minutes to pick those up, and when you're behind, the clock is not on your side.
I think your expertise as a wrestling announcer might come in handy in this one. This has been a brawl, my friend.
I wish I could lend some expertise as a wrestler, because I think it could probably be used as well.
Yeah, they were using all the maneuvers on this one. 45-21 favoring Magic City. Almost to the halfway point. It is a team timeout on the track.
We're about halfway through this first period, so we've still got a lot of game to play here.
We do. It's been actually fairly defensive, even though there's been long runs. We're only sitting at 45 points for the leader.
Yeah, if these two teams can clean up those penalties,
Yeah.
we're going to see a battle of attrition through defense.
Totally agree.
But as long as mistakes are being made, those opportunities are being created for their opponents.
Well, it's important start to the weekend. These teams are ranked so close to each other in the MRDA. The results of this one will have a great impact going forward as they look to try to make it into the postseason.
Yeah, this is one
October.
of those games where there's a lot more on the line than just the win or loss. Most definitely.
And we will see just a team timeout, so no information there. I apologize. Stephen Keedy out there for Magic City against Doc Flatliner. Doc Flatliner with a nice jam early on. Stephen Keedy outside. Nice and kind there, Mellow Joe. He is free and clear. Lead jam, Magic City.
Yeah, he spotted that hole in the defense there and took full advantage.
Doc Flatliner getting stood up there by Jeremy Strecker, the pivot, back out there on the track. Nice bump out there.
Way outside. Going to be pushed to the back now.
5 points on the board there for Magic City extending their lead, but credit the Race City defense. They actually looked like they were going to give up a lot more, and they really tightened up on that after that first scoring pass.
Yeah, there was some good teamwork in that one.
Adam Wheels, come see all the things. Heat Molding, Jackson, and Lugiano boots all weekend. Come and get fitted here locally at Fort Wayne, and you can check out Adam Wheels online, of course, adamwheels.com. Token out there jamming for Magic City against Shaggy for Race City. Shaggy had a tough run the last time he was out there. Token got lead jam. And lead jam goes to Shaggy of Race City.
Jams like that one, I'm glad I don't wear those stripes because that was a really tough call from our vantage point.
That was photo finish stuff. Fans loved it, but no points on the board on that one, Mellow Joe.
No, that was a good jam nonetheless. These fans showing their appreciation for the jammers on that one.
Great local support here for Race City, and why not? About an hour and a half drive down the road from Indianapolis. Get you to Fort Wayne, Indiana. 2015 Spring Roll alive and well. Magic City 50, Race City 21. Under 14 minutes left to go in the first half. Kendall Smash out there for Magic City against 1-Nate Stan for Race City. 1-Nate pushing the pack at the front on the outside. Kendall Smash. Lead jam, Magic City. They are finding that outside very effective for them.
Yeah, they are. Every time that position is left open, Magic City is on it like a duck on a June bug.
You know, Magic City's got a lot of speed on their team. It looks like their jammers are using that speed and strength to whip themselves to the outside and get free.
Tried for it there unsuccessfully, but certainly worth rolling the dice on, if you ask me.
Oh, big hit there by Chuck Best, but an illegal one, so he'll have to sit down. Race City gives up the lead jam, but they really tighten things up after that first pass. 4 points on the board for Magic City, but it looked like, once again, another jam. They could have done more, but Race City really dug in deep and took care of business.
And, you know, this is one of those games where a power jam or two could really tighten up the score, too.
I agree. Yeah, Race City has not had anything going their way from that perspective for some time. 54-21 in favor of Magic City. 12 and a half to go. Tom Kachuk out there for Race City, pushing the front end of the pack. Stephen Keedy fighting his way past all four blockers of Race City. Christopher Smith with a good job as the pivot there for Magic City to send Tom Kachuk down.
Tom Kachuk trying to find his way out of this pack and does so. He's got the lead.
Oh, he worked for that one. 30 seconds of battle right there against Magic City's wall, and he's around to score already. Chuck Best back out there again out of the penalty, and with a wicked shot on Tom Kachuk will send him to the ground. Tomka will call the jam off. A hard-earned 2-point jam there for Race City as they cut into the Magic City lead.
Race City having to really work for their last few points here.
Yeah, Magic City's not content to give them anything easy. Everything's really, really tough to get.
They're hanging in there like a hair in a biscuit.
Excellent.
Not giving an inch.
I adore that reference immensely. Michael Bratt's out there for Magic City against Doc Flatliner for Race City. Solid pack work there. Magic City with the 1 skater advantage. Michael Bratz pushing forward. Only 1 to beat. Goes inside. Lead jam, Magic City. Oh. Doc Flatliner tries the bulldozer method to get through and is slowed up there by Jeremy Strecker. Does stay in.
Both jammers now on their scoring run. We got a penalty being called.
They're going to call a track cut against Michael Bratz. So this is a power jam here for Doc Flatliner and Race City.
Flatliner with a big scoring opportunity here. Let's see if they can capitalize on it right now. A 3-wall at the front of this pack, really slowing things down for Flatliner.
Yeah, that was a back block there. Call looked like it could have been called, and it was. Doc Flatliner fights his way forward.
And there it is, a grand slam for Race City.
Down to 10 minutes to go now, 54-28 in favor of Magic City. Second scoring run here for Doc Flatliner of Race City. Things have slowed down there between turns 3 and 4. Christopher Smith going one-on-one battle there with Doc Flatliner. Doc will fight his way forward for the 5-point pass.
Here we go. This is precisely what I was talking about earlier. A power jam opportunity could tighten the score up tremendously.
You called it once again, Mellow Joe. Jeremy Strecker will send out Doc Flatliner. Power jam's over. Michael Bratz is back out. Race City is all over him. No additional points for Race City. There will be 4 put on the board for Magic City. And they're down to 9 minutes to go in this one, and it is much, much closer than it was just a few minutes ago.
That lead dwindling just a bit, but Magic City still in a pretty decent spot. I would not call that a comfortable lead by any stretch of the imagination, though.
Not at all.
That's probably the worst thing they could do right now is become comfortable with that lead.
Yes, this has got a lot of time left here in the first half, and we've seen moments where Race City has been very effective against the tough jamming of Magic City. Penalties have been the difference so far. So many power jams in favor of Magic City have really allowed this lead to grow.
Yeah, and we've seen some really great 2 and 3 walls from Magic City as well. They've shut down the most effective jammers for Race City fairly effectively, sometimes even on those power jams.
That's right. So, brief timeout. Official review, I believe. Our officials timeout. We will find out where that's going.
Some great MRDA action here. And this year,
yes,
you guys in St. Louis,
oh my God,
have a really great thing going with the 2015 Men's Roller Derby Association Championship, the River City Rumble. It's coming to St. Louis. This fast and heavy-hitting weekend takes place October 17th, 18th, 2015. It will feature the MRDA's top teams in the end-of-the-season rankings, which this game right here is going to play a role in.
I agree. Magic City, a team that has played in the postseason championships before, was out of it last year. They really want to get themselves back. Race City has never appeared in the postseason championship of the recent years, and they really would like to make their debut this year in St. Louis. Fans of the MRDA that have been following the sport for some time will recall one of the best derby bouts in the history of the sport, the number 1 versus number 2 team, Your Mom Men's Derby versus the Gatekeepers. The championship of the last time it was held in St. Louis was just a last jam 1-point contest.
Oh, yeah, that was such an epic game. It was such a nail-biter.
It was.
Ticket gets you the whole seat. All you need is the edge.
That's right. That's right. So this official review will continue. Checking over on track 1, Mellow Joe, Kansas City with a 112-87 lead over the Chicago Outfit. Outfit were up big in that one. That one's got about 19 minutes left to go. Don't go look at that one yet. Stick with us till halftime. Right. Then you could switch over to the finish of that game.
Yeah, there you go. That sounds like you've got the viewing pattern
I do.
figured out tonight.
I'm a professional channel clicker, Mellow Joe. I know how to do it.
got to maximize the Derby
That's
awesomeness.
right. You do.
Kansas City Roller Warriors are quite the team.
Yeah, one of the great historic teams of the WFTDA. Ranked down in the 40s now. I think the new rankings just came out today for the women's side. A lot of changes there.
Yeah, I think that says a whole lot about how many great teams there are in the WFTDA because it doesn't speak so much to Kansas City getting worse as much as so many teams getting so much better.
Great point, Melojo. Official review's over. Back to action. 9 minutes and 5 seconds left to go. Magic City 58, Race City 33. And we wait to see who gets lead jam as Tokens out there for Magic City and Shaggy out there for Race City. Both skaters having a hard time getting past these walls, but Tokens pushing Race City's wall to the front. And lead jam goes to Magic City. And
both jammers out of the pack. You can tell this is definitely a crowd that's in favor of Race City.
Yes, they are a partisan crowd. Token will swivel his hips forward and call the jam off and picks up 2 points on that one. We got some word about the last official review from Muckety Muck.
All righty, on that last call there, Magic City was challenging that the Race City jammer, that would have been Doc Flatliner, should have been called for skating out of the bounds. That will not be the case. There is no call, no penalty.
So if I'm doing the math, I believe both teams have lost their official review then because both teams have made official reviews that were denied. So, well, an official timeout here, it looks like. The official there, the non-skating official, is touching his shoulders. That means he either has an itchy shoulder or there's a timeout. Back to action here. Just 27 points separate these two teams in a low-scoring defensive battle. Right now, Magic City will go out with only 2 blockers out there. And that allows one Nate Stan to get a quick lead jam for Race City.
Oh, big hard hit.
Hello and welcome, Derby fans.
Oh, and another one puts Kendall Smash on the ground.
5 points on that pass, and I tell you what, there is a melee going on between turns 3 and 4, Mellow Joe.
Man.
There are an entire team of skaters going to take a seat.
And
10 points.
Yeah, another grand slam here. Everyone gets to taste the concrete in this jam.
That's right. 10 points on this one. What an incredible battle in turns 3 and 4 as Magic City and Race City continue to do battle. Low block being called there against Magic City.
And there it is, another grand slam. Calls off the jam.
Non-lead jam points for Magic City to the tune of 4 points. That jam had just about everything. And I tell you what, I believe 4 skaters were sent to the penalty box just between turns 3 and 4 on that last jam. And what an incredible scoring run and an inspirational jam there for the home squad, Race City.
May have to take a second to see the dust settle here and figure out.
I have a feeling the officials are calling a quick timeout because they want to make sure they got all the penalties assessed properly.
Yeah, there was a lot going on in that one.
And it is now Magic City 64, Race City 47, with 6:23 left to go in the first half in what just became a very interesting contest as bodies were flying and hitting the floor left and right.
That was an action-packed jam.
There will probably be an issue here. This is just my guess, Mellow Joe. I don't know. Some of those hits could be considered egregious. I don't know if that's the case. I'm just completely speculating. I know the officials are over there talking to some of the skaters involved. We'll find out if there's something else going on.
Yeah, it looks like the medic is maybe doctoring up a bloody nose too.
That's right.
There in the penalty box.
And why not on that last jam?
Yeah. That could have very well been from the concrete floor here too. It's hard to tell. And that skates go in weird places too.
They do. It was clearly nothing intentional there. It looks like it could have happened on what actually was called on the blocker that was given a low block. I think he may have hit his face on a skate. I think you called that one, Mellow Joe.
Yeah, that was a pretty hard hit here in between turn 1 and 2. that's going to leave a mark.
Yes, and it did, officially.
Yeah.
Bont skates, fully heated, moldable, ultra lightweight, extremely responsive, carbon fiber base, Australian leather. Bont.
That's what Tomka Truck is skating on. Brand new Bont skates, those red and black ones you see him sporting there in this game.
Fancy.
Look at our penalty board. We've got quite a few with 3 and 4 penalties now.
Well, for what has been a very intense game with a lot of penalties, it's been pretty well evenly distributed across the
yes,
everybody.
It has.
Everybody's getting a little chance to take a trip to the box.
We've got a couple that may be on pace for a foul out,
yes.
But with them so evenly spread, we could see this one make it to the end without any foul outs at all. It's
it's
still
always
too
tough.
early to tell.
It's always tough. It's a decision as a skater. Do you continue to play your style, or do you take it back a notch when you're close to being fouled out?
Or perhaps as a coach, do you take someone out of rotation
exactly.
a little bit to allow them to play their style, but not accrue so many penalties?
Well, it's a couple skate out there. Grab a partner, 2 per side. Magic City and Race City ready to go to action here. 6:37 to go in the first half. In what has been a very entertaining contest, Stephen Keedy for Magic City against Tomka Truck for Race City. And lead jam goes to Tomka Truck and Race City. We're losing wheels out there. Well, we've had guys getting knocked silly in turns 3 and 4. Now we've got skates exploding in turns 3.
The skates are starting to reflect the hard hits and the action in this one.
Someone has put a hex on turn 3, Mellow Joe.
We've already seen a loose toe stop early in this one, too. So that's second equipment mishap.
I missed the skater whose skate exploded. I just saw it. It's actually number 11. That's Stephen Keedy. That is one of the jammers, main jammers for Magic City. Magic City just lost Stephen Keedy because his skate exploded. Literally, the wheels flew right off.
Well, sometimes you got to rock it till the wheels fall off.
So back to action here, and
at least that's what Dr. Dre says.
Yes, to paraphrase. Doc Flatliner out there for Race City against Michael Bratz for Magic City. And a quick lead jam for Michael Bratz. I looked away for a second, and he got lead jam. I just blinked.
It was that quick. It was as quick as that skate exploded.
Yes, it was. That was a tough moment, really, for Race City. That skate exploded, and so much debris was on the track. The referees called it off for safety.
Yeah, I think that was a wise call. I don't disagree with that one bit.
I totally agree. But at that point, it actually, Race City was on a scoring pass. And jam is called off. And they're going to know the no call off. It's a back block as the jam was being called off. So this will be a power start for Race City. Well, this is like everything in the kitchen sink, Mellow Joe.
Yeah, it sure is. So this could be another one of those opportunities for Race City. They got a tough break when the equipment failed over here, but this could be a chance to redeem themselves on that.
Well, they send the lone jammer out there. That looks to be one Nate Stand, and he gets lead jam quickly. 3 blockers per side.
20 points separate these two teams. This power jam could change that drastically here.
Yeah, this is about to get very interesting here. Good, solid defense, though, by Magic City. Will send one Nate Stand out in turn 3. They've got a good lineup out there. Is the blocking for Magic City as the power jam comes to an end. No points yet scored by either side on this jam.
Aha.
Nice move.
Makes it through for a grand slam.
So Magic City does a good job of keeping this from being really ugly. As one Nate Stand will get called for the track cut. Oh me, oh my, the Devil of Derby rears his ugly head. And he will sit down. Power jam goes to Michael Bratz, who already has 5 points on his first scoring pass.
So that power jam now negated with those 5 points. Looking to pick up a few more here.
And Race City's down to just 2 blockers. Oh, and the two blockers do the job. The track cut called against Michael Bratz.
So to their credit, Race City has several times found
Yes.
themselves with just two blockers, two very effective blockers.
Yes, I agree. Oh, very good. One man job.